Hello YouTube, my name is Hypertran, and this is Skyrim. Um, this is my first video that I've ever made on YouTube, and I thought it fitting that I start with a playthrough of Skyrim because it is one of my favorite games of the modern day, and it's something that's versatile. I can do a lot with Skyrim. I can come up with some fun and creative ideas as far as roleplay characters, different storylines, and what have you. And if I get any sort of a following on this series or on my channel at all, then I would love to get some ideas from the viewers on what do you want to see in Skyrim, even if it's just something simple like, do you want to see a Nord barbarian, do you want to see an orc berserker, or whatever. But for now, I'm going to disregard the non-canon races. What are Kryptonians doing in Tamriel? No, I didn't download that mod. Okay, yes I did. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and off-screen while I set this character up, and I'll see you guys in a bit. There we have it. That is my character. That's about as close to me as you'll get in an Elder Scrolls character. So let's go ahead and give this character a name. What kind of name is Prisoner? We'll just call her Hypertran. Very fitting. And as you can see I've got the immersive armors, as you can see in the upper left-hand corner there. I love what they did with Hadvar's gear. Very fitting for him, as he does become a legionnaire. Not legionnaire, but a legate. He does become a legate. And Tullius's armor is oddly unaffected. You'll see Rayloth has a completely different set of gear. It kind of looks like a mix of plate armor with some fur pelts on it. Steel plate armor, that is. But yeah, like I was saying, I would love to, if I can get this channel really going, if I can really stick to this, if I can really get some people interested in this channel, if I can really entertain people, I'd love to do some fun and creative ideas with different characters. I'm totally open to any sort of roleplay idea or any sort of class idea. Maybe you want to see me play as a very particular cast. Maybe you want to see me play as a Khajiit thief or an Argonian assassin. Hell, maybe you want to see something crazy like Master Chief or something. I don't know, but hopefully people will be able to enjoy this series. Hopefully I'll entertain a lot of people, because that's what it's about for me, is just entertaining people, because I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I know that they can really brighten a person's day. Some of these YouTubers, their videos are hilarious, their commentary is great, and if I could even have half of the effect that some of these people have on the YouTube community, as far as just being a positive influence, then I would love to. I would absolutely love to. But for now, we're just going to take this one video at a time. Yeah, not a whole lot going on right now. We're about to get our bloody head chopped off. Is it just me, or do we always start the game as a prisoner? And by the game, I mean Elder Scrolls. Morrowind, you're a prisoner on a ship. Oblivion, you're a prisoner in the Cyrodiil. I totally just lost my chain of thought. Cyrodiil Imperial City prison. You're only freed because the Emperor's like, oh my gosh, wait a minute, this person's special, oh my gosh. As if we didn't already know that, because this is an Elder Scrolls game. But, and here, we're freed by the very thing that wants to kill us! Irony! Good going. I'm totally not gonna kill you. This is totally not gonna have a negative repercussion for you, Mr. Dragon. And your brothers and sisters. I'm totally not going to slaughter all of you using the great magics and advanced swordsmanship of the Bretons. Yes, that is a thing, ladies and gentlemen. Bretons are the master race of Skyrim and Elder Scrolls in general. They are my favorite race, and this is the Skyrim. I think it's called the Legendary Edition. It includes all the DLC, all the patches. So I can do all the content, and all the mods are compatible with my version of Skyrim. So also, if anyone has any mod suggestions that they'd like me to take a look at, I am totally open to suggestions, people. And now we've got can't loot anyone because we're handcuffed. Somehow these guys are not handcuffed. I don't know how they got out of their bindings, but we are still bound. We cannot do anything. We are helpless right now. We are as helpless as a kitten in the rain, which is a very depressing image. You should feel very depressed after hearing about kittens in rain. You should love kittens. But anyways, yes, we know that the dragons, bringers of the end times. Can you just relieve me of these bindings so I can get Gunyar's gear? Thank you, Rayloff. And oh my gosh, that is some long hair. Holy. My hair's not that long yet. I'll take the armor, but I'm not going to need it because I'm not going to wear Stormcloak armor. And we're going to go ahead and set our favorite spells, our favorite weapon. And I'm going to go ahead and give these some hotkeys, and we're good to go. No, I want Conjure because I want to bring out my familiar before any combat starts. And oh my gosh, I cannot get over that hair. That is glorious. I've never seen anything so glorious in my life. Not a bad job making her look kind of somewhat similar to me, except her hair's a lot thicker. Okay, Imperial's coming. We need to be quiet. Shh. We can't let him catch us. Screw it, I'm a Breton. I don't need to sneak. I'm just gonna burn them. Okay, so I am playing as a Breton Battlemage, and I see on the forums and on YouTube a lot, people not very, but kind of confused about what is a Battlemage, what is a spell sword. A Battlemage, they're two different things, two different concepts. A Battlemage is basically a glass cannon. You focus on destruction and conjuration, and a melee weapon. And the way you fight is you use magic to primarily deal damage. Then when your enemies close in, or when you run out of magicka, you see these warriors, these Stormcloaks, these Imperial soldiers. They closed in on me, so I swapped out. Not swapped, but I decided to stop using my flame spell and opted instead to use my iron war axe because they were within close proximity, and I was low on magicka as well. And that's generally how you play as a Battlemage. Traditionally, they don't wear armor. You can, but traditionally they don't. Traditionally, if you're talking about a mage that wears armor, you're definitely looking at spell sword. And a spell sword, think of like a World of Warcraft paladin for what a spell sword is. Think of a protection spec paladin in World of Warcraft. If you really want a good idea of what a spell sword is, they're all about defense. They're warriors who use support magic. So you would use alteration, you'd use restoration, you'd wear heavy armor, and you could either use a sword and a shield, you could use a sword and a restoration spell. You could switch it up. You could use it based on your situation, and thanks for the lockpicks. I rather like the lockpicking mechanic of Skyrim. It can be a bit annoying sometimes because if you're doing one of the higher level locks, like a master lock or an expert lock, the room for error is very, very small. It's minuscule. And sometimes you forget, you're like, oh my gosh, I was so close. But you forget precisely where on the lock you had the lockpick placed. But, I digress. We're just making our way through Helgen Keep, and this isn't going to be a long video. None of my videos will be long. Probably, well, the limit is 15 minutes, so 15 minutes or less. And I'm just going to be taking my character through the tutorial area of Helgen Keep, and then that'll be a wrap. So enjoy my character. Did my familiar just give that soldier a disease? Did I miss something? Anyways, just gonna kill these Imperials, and these should be the last Imperials we have to fight here. Boom. And I am gonna collect the gear and burn in the interior! Oh gosh, that was terrible. I just twisted my own tongue. Oh my gosh, I killed my allies! Burn in the eternal flame! Friend and foe. And I'm killing myself. This is a fail. I'm killing myself with my own fire. I actually love that, the oil effect. You can use fire spells on oil to create a freaking wildfire that just burns everything in its path. The main idea for his character will basically just be go through the main storyline, to go through the companions quest line, and to go through the College of Winterhold. Nothing crazy for this girl. And I have a lot of carry weight. How did I get that? I have no idea. It must be one of the mods I installed, but I don't know. And I'm not going to bother taking the gear. I don't want to use an Imperial sword. I am a Stormcloak for life. Though I will gladly, if someone requests it, I will gladly make a an Imperial character for the joining the Legion questline. However, anyone who's played... Come on, flip the switch. Ah! Anyone who's played the game knows that both of the quest lines are basically the same. It's just you're either fighting guys in brown and red or you're fighting guys in blue. Really no difference. And typically I like to play in third person. I like to switch out between third and first person. It really is situational. Particularly if I'm using archery, I want to use first person. I do not want to try and snipe people with a bow in third person. That is a nightmare. Though if you get used to it, it's fairly easy, especially if you use a lot of sneak for sneak attacks. You can generally line up a good shot regardless of whether you're first person or third person, but I will be switching it out. I will be mixing things up, and shh! There's a bear just ahead! I'd rather not tangle with her. We're gonna sneak right by her. Attack! Kill the bear! Back! I have fire! That was easy. And we'll just take everything you have to offer. I'll probably use alchemy with this character, because potions, ho 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 ho! They're your best friend until you have max enchant gear. But anyway, that brings us to the end of Helgen. I hope you enjoyed my first video, this first episode of Skyrim. I hope to have a thriving YouTube channel. I hope that I can really entertain a lot of people. I hope I can get a nice following, if nothing else, for this series. I have some other things in mind I'd like to do on YouTube, but eyes on the prey, not the horizon. I am Hypertran. Have a good day.